Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Euphonium, and in this video, we're starting a new park. As you can see, we've built the park entrance already, and we're getting ready to make the very first roller coaster in this park. This first roller coaster will be a wooden ride. Just a heads up for everybody that's new to my channel, you can actually watch me build all of my rides and roller coasters live. So all of this actually aired when the game first came out. I did a live stream and you guys can actually go back and watch that. I just decided to edit that video, make it a little bit shorter, just because in the live stream I did a couple other things. I'm pretty sure there's people that just want to see me build the ride and the ride alone. So this video is for all of you. So this first section we're building is just a little bit of an area to give us some momentum, and then it also changes direction. And this ride is going to be a down and back coaster, meaning it goes to one part of the park and it comes right back. And if you can look and see here, this is actually going to be an element in the park itself. So this actually goes over the main pathway for the park. So just about everybody who comes in the park is going to be walking underneath this roller coaster. It's really awesome. This is very common for parks like Six Flags parks. If you know Wild One at Six Flags, there's an area where you enter into Gotham City and you walk underneath the wooden ride. And I just want to give that same type of feel. Everybody's walking underneath the roller coaster. It's just a really nice experience to get you immersed as soon as you get into the park. And I don't know if I like the way this hill looks. Doesn't look airtimey enough, but it is a ride for all groups. Let's just get it smoothed a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. A lot better, actually. Let's see how this... Okay. And I just want to see how it looks from different angles. Like I said, this is an element in the park, something that people are going to look at and see. And right now it's just a little bit on the shorter side. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit here. And then we'll do it like this, okay? What do you guys think? Do you think it should have been shorter or taller? I don't want to make it too aggressive. This isn't an RMC after all. This is just a wooden coaster. It'll probably end up being some little kid's first coaster he ever rides, he or she, because you know how that usually works. With height restrictions and everything, you probably get on a wooden coaster before you get on a steel coaster. So we're going to do a little bit of smoothing if it lets us. Good. I love this smoothing tool, how it moves around as you use it. Cool. Let's... Don't delete that. Smooth it. Yeah. That second hill is a little short, but I think I like it because you keep a lot of the speed after you make that first drop. And you're walking on this path, like I said. You actually walk underneath an archway that I placed first. And then right after that archway, you walk underneath the roller coaster. I really like how this is intersecting. Sorry, guys. I need some water. But let's go ahead and get this coaster turned around the opposite way. And I want to give it like an El Toro type of turnaround, which is very funny to say because I will eventually build a recreation of El Toro, probably in this park. So make sure you're subscribed and you can come back and see that. I mean, you can come back regardless, but just subscribe. It takes you 1 second and there's no harm in doing it. All you do is unlock some awesome videos on the way. So do we want to keep that height sustained for the whole turnaround, or do we want to bring it down? You know what? I think we want to sustain the height, and then we're going to come back and smooth it to bring it down to make it make more sense. I actually want to make sure this thing can even make it around that corner. Oh yeah, it comes down just nicely. Because I didn't know if this was too tall or what, but it's looking good. Let's see, do we want this to be parallel to the section that comes down, or do we want it to be at a slight angle and have it cross over? But I think I want it to be parallel because it goes over that path. So it just would make more sense to keep it nice and tight there, you know? Let's see, do we want to make it get closer, further, or stay the same distance? And we'll be probably changing some things as we go down the coaster. I'm literally just making up the layout as I go. Short airtime hills. No, that one's going to need a change because it's going to run into the path. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring this one down a little bit more. So that way the second hill starts a little bit later and it doesn't need to come down until it's already passing over the pathway. But let's see, change the angle maybe. Yeah, that looks a lot better. What do you guys think? I like that one. And then do we want this to go over or under? I think I want it to go over and then make a sharp left turn. Maybe not too sharp because it is a kiddie ride after all. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Just figuring out some things, doing some calculations in my head of, I mean, not calculations, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just thinking some things out. And like I said, we're going to do some smoothing. Let's do it forward. I almost can't believe how much better the smoothing is in Planet Coaster 2 than in Planet Coaster 1. It rivals even No Limits 2. All right. And maybe select 4 pieces this time and go backwards. That looks really good, actually. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, so there's going to be a block section here, obviously, because a ride like this, we're not going to only have one train on it. So we're going to do some roll tires, or I guess they're called drive tires, going into the section that's going to have the block brakes, or block section, I should say. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what I call it because I guess there's brakes inside the block section either way, right? But I think the purpose of the block brakes is like regardless of the brakes. Like you can have a block section even if the brakes are turned off. It only would turn on if the car before it hadn't cleared the section. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. Like that's just my understanding of it, of how block sections work. But what I've been proven time and time again in this game is that block sections can actually work in many different ways. It's not as strict as how I thought it was at first. But then in other situations, it's actually a little bit more strict than I thought it was at first. So like I mentioned at the start of this video is just for those who just want the coaster building experience. So I'm not doing the scenery or all of that in this video, but I will go ahead and give you a POV right now. And after that, the video will be over. So I ask you one small favor. Please just press the like button and subscribe.